Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
New developments in the case against South Dakota's Attorney General. Jason Ravnsborg will not need to do community service.
And that's not all. The state's highest-ranking law enforcement officer is once again accused of breaking the law. According to court documents, Ravnsborg was pulled over in Hughes County on Sunday, August 22nd. The traffic ticket says he was going 57 in a 35-mile-per-hour zone.
Then on Thursday, August 26th, Ravnsborg pleaded no contest to 2 charges for his driving on the night of the crash that killed Joe Beaver. He was ordered to pay fines in that case. Originally, the judge said he would also have to talk to young drivers about the dangers of distracted driving once a year for 5 years. That's no longer part of the sentence because Ravnsborg did not receive suspended jail time. A Pipestone, Minnesota man has been identified in a deadly crash west of Keystone. Just after 3 Friday afternoon, a motorcycle trike was heading west on Old Hill City Road when the driver failed to take a sharp corner. The vehicle left the road and both people on board were tossed off.
The driver, 64-year-old Michael Kruger, was pronounced dead at the scene. The 58-year-old passenger received life-threatening injuries and was taken to a Rapid City hospital. South Dakota's Highway Patrol is investigating the crash. As of Tuesday's report, 216 people with COVID-19 are now hospitalized in South Dakota. It's the highest number the state has seen in months. In response, several soldiers with the South Dakota National Guard are now helping Monument Health with testing.
The health system says that testing volume in August was 115% higher than July. Within the last week, Monument Health says it has seen a positivity rate of almost 30%. The health system set a new record for COVID-19 patients on Monday. The latest numbers on the pandemic in the state will be released in a few hours.
And for the first time in months, the city of Sioux Falls will hold a COVID-19 news conference today. We will bring you live coverage on midday in KELOLAND as health officials from Sanford and Avera join the city's health director to share the latest information with the community.
Let's send it over to meteorologist Brian Karstens in the Storm Center to get a check on today's forecast. Good morning, Brian.
All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Weather today starting dry, but rain is coming back to the forecast. Take a look at the big picture, and we're looking ahead to the southwestern part of the country. This is a developing tropical plume of moisture coming up into, the desert areas that need the rain there. And you can see that the train of this moisture is going to come up into KELOLAND over the next 24 hours. So as a result of that, we're already steering ahead to some severe weather potential this evening. You can see the area highlighted in the slight risk zone from Pierre down to Martin. Again, some large hail possible there with those stronger storms. Ahead of that system, highs today in the lower to middle 80s for many areas from Sioux Falls to Chamberlain to Pierre. We're looking at 77 in Rapid City. A full look at your forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. Starting today, the Meals on Wheels program through Active Generations is expanding. Meals will now be delivered to 2 more communities, T and Harrisburg.
The nutrition director says there is a need to serve these people living in these places.
Anybody can be on the program that is 60 and above. They are eligible. And so there's individuals in the community that have the need for a hot, nutritious meal once a day. And so that's what we will be doing, delivering Monday through Friday.
With the expansions, there's also a need for volunteers to deliver meals. If interested, head to this story on our website. A welcome home celebration is planned for the Sioux Falls Little League team. You can show your support for the team tonight at 7 o'clock at the Sanford Pentagon.
Admission is free, but masks are required. The event will also be live streamed on the Sanford Pentagon Facebook page. Sioux Falls Little League team had a historic run at the World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. They finished 4th overall on Sunday. It's the best finish ever by a team from the Midwest region.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, tomorrow, and into Friday, looking at showers and thunderstorms. This is the viewpoint here with the European model. Just want to show you a couple of things and want to communicate the takeaways from this. You can see that the total precipitation accounting for some local thunderstorms, and you'll notice these zones in yellow. There's one here near Phillip, Mobridge, maybe another one in the northeast. There's even a couple more in northwest Iowa. Basically, we're trying to analyze where some of these individual thunderstorm clusters will develop. The baseline of the forecast is a ½ an inch to an inch of rain with these embedded locally heavier areas. Model number 2, little different view of this. Again, that's why we don't want to fixate on exact numbers here, but we want to say that we're going to have these strips of heavier rain. They're going to be moving through, and it's not just one corner of KELOLAND. We could be talking the northeast, the southeast, even the southwest, and points in between. Okay, here's how FUTURECAST aligns the timeline on this. Developing southeasterly wind today. Initially, some showers breaking out northwest South Dakota through midday, and then that rain will likely get a little bit better organized this evening in the Black Hills. And you'll notice a couple of individual storm cells ahead of the main line. That's why that severe weather risk is out for Pierre, Martin, Mission, those areas, maybe Kadoka. And in particular, that line could get rather active this evening, and anybody that gets underneath that training effect of thunderstorms could easily get some heavy rain. We'll be already on the pages with that tomorrow morning. Now, during the day tomorrow, a few hits of rain in the morning for Rapid, then that'll kind of wind down after midday. Then we're going to focus more East River, and showers and thunderstorms are going to become more numerous throughout the afternoon into the evening. Locally heavy rain is anticipated, so that could easily quickly give some folks an inch or two of rainfall. A lot of that will wrap up Friday morning in the east, but new showers and thunderstorms will come back to western South Dakota. So it amounts to 2 chances of rain, one Thursday and then for Saturday in Sioux Falls. Temperatures will cool down Friday, 73. Pleasant temperatures for the weekend, upper 70s to near 80 on Labor Day. Well, Aberdeen, good, better rain tomorrow. A lesser chance Saturday. We want to keep more of those chances in line for the south and the southwest. I think Pierre could get touched by some of that rain, though, even into Friday night or early Saturday. But nothing too hot here. 85 today, and we could surge back in the 80s early next week. Finally, Rapid City in the west, 81 for tomorrow, 71, though, on Friday, as that next batch of rain will help us out a little bit in the west, and then drier trends to finish up Labor Day weekend. Find out more coverage with our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com.